As a senator, especially more so than a House member, you're going to have to weigh in on foreign affairs. So, what are your thoughts, your positions on Gaza, on Ukraine, on U.S. aid, and our global leadership?
Well, so Ukraine is recognized as a sovereign nation from basically everyone on the planet except for Putin. So they are part of they're a member of our allies. Our allies came to our defense, even though we were doing questionable things after 9/11. They came and supported us in our campaigns, and we have to pay it forward. Ukraine has been harassed and attacked by Russia for, I think, for as long as they've been a country. They've been harassed. And if you say, if you retreat deeper into Ukraine, we will bomb you and kill you, but if you come into Russia, then you will be safe, that is the same as forcing them to nationalize as Russian. We should be supporting Ukraine. However, we shouldn't be supporting Netanyahu. This is no longer a group that is defending themselves. This is an act of genocide. And they just launched aid packages. I think it was a total of 41 packages. I mean, it's not enough food to feed 1% of the people that are there. They've gone far beyond defending themselves, and they're trying to claim this territory for themselves. And we shouldn't be a part of that. So we're ignoring an ally that we should be defending, and we're boosting up an ally that we shouldn't be. It's exactly backwards. And I think the saddest thing about Gaza is that there's a narrative that started. If you should Google Project Esther if you get the opportunity. They've intentionally made it so that any sort of support for Palestine or any sort of naysaying to Netanyahu is seen as anti-Semitic. And it makes it so difficult for Democrats to have this conversation, to the point that people in my campaign have said, just don't talk about it. Just whatever you do, just don't talk about it. But we have to talk about it. It doesn't matter if it's popular or not. It doesn't matter if it's difficult to talk about. And it saddens me that people are afraid to have this conversation and we're afraid to talk about it, because that just lets it continue. It perpetuates it. And there's a group of Palestinians and Israelis that have joined together to try to come to peace. And these aren't people within the government, these are citizens. And one of the leaders of that group said something that haunts me, and I can never not think of it whenever Gaza is brought up. He said, "We are either going to share this land or we will all share the ground beneath it." And the fact that we're not willing to talk about it because we're worried that it might be politically damaging is just allowing this Ouroboros of sadness and tragedy to continue. So I think we need to intervene. I think we need to stop hurting innocent people, and we need to start protecting our innocent allies in Ukraine.